state your name and your position in the company.
Amory Elizabeth Stone. West Asher Stone. Gates Beckett Stone.
And these guys have never been exposed to the concepts
Glass.
of the 5 elements.
Of this one.
And the 5 elements is a flow of energy. It's how the seasons change. Fire, of course, is summertime.
Yes.
And there's associations. What do we see in the summertime?
The sun.
Just summer. Sun. Lots of sun. What else do we see?
Lots of people wear short sleeves and stuff.
Warmth. Yes. Is the summer more colorful?
Colorful, like all kinds of leaves.
Colors. It's an expression. It's a blooming.
Flowers, they bloom.
And so Earth is early fall. Fall time when the leaves are down. And it's transitioning to winter time. And then springtime is when things start to sprout again. Of course, that leads to the summertime. And so we talked about the creation cycle. Fire creates earth. When trees burn, it creates this soil, this ash. Earth creates metal inside of the earth. It creates precious stones and minerals and rock tables.
This book is great.
You love this book? Metal, and which means mineral and rock, creates water tables. So it creates water. Water creates the wood. Wood creates fire. And then we also know that water controls fire. Fire controls metal, like by melting and shaping the minerals. And metal controls wood by chopping and cutting the wood. Wood controls earth. We talked about how if there's not sprouts or grass or trees, that the sand just blows wild. And earth controls water, like riverbanks. So what we want to do is we want to be helpful to everybody's needs. We want to help them have a healthy energy flow in their life. And so today I wanted to start with West, Asher in the middle. Stone. That's him. What do you see as his stress? How does he show up in life that creates him distress? And
how he gets in trouble is, like Gates accidentally hurts West, and he doesn't realize. And then West reacts and hurts Gates.
Okay, they play and they have this wrestling. Gates accidentally hurts West. And we would put that as a unfair. Hey, that's unfair. And we know that fire is our burning passion and heat and defense. And do you need to take a potty break? No, you're okay.
It's just touching my knee.
Oh, okay. That seems reasonable. And so we'll put passion in here.
Passion.
And
P-E-S.
when we look
You're
at...
a good school worker.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. And if we look at the emotions, each element has an emotion. The emotion of wood is anger and upset. And so he loses his temper, right? I mean, he gets so upset that he even tries to hurt Mom and everyone and destroy things. And he sees that anybody who's not on his side to right this unfairness is against him. And how does that turn out for you?
Unfair.
It never seems like anybody's on your side, right? It seems like everybody's against you, and sometimes it feels like you're all alone, right?
I say to Mama, then I'll never ever hurt her again.
Yeah, until you lose your temper. And then it seems like you can't control it, right?
Yes, when
So,
you get...
how do we help? So, if we have an overabundant passion, and the passion is fighting unfairness, which is a common passion, we all try to help create fairness. Would we feed that? Give it more wood energy? To make it bigger?
Yes. No.
No. Do we control it?
No. Yes.
He's got it. This is too much. This is too much.
Feed the anger so more anger comes out.
Yeah, so we need water to control. Now, what are the attributes of water?
They control fire. That's what's happening in our experience. There's been lots of forest fires, so we've needed rain.
We needed rain, yes. If we want to help West Asher Stone control his upset and not hurt other people because it doesn't do him any good, what energy would we give him? Would we dump buckets of water on his head? What are the attributes of water? Cool. Water is the only substance that can be liquid, solid. How does water be solid?
You freeze it.
And gas. How do you make it into air? Do you know what evaporation is? So if we set a glass of water on our heat vents,
yes, then it would warm up.
Would cause it to evaporate in a matter of days. All the water would be gone even if we didn't knock it over. Now that could never happen in our house because it would be knocked over within 20 minutes. So we can't do the evaporation experiment, can we? Water is very flexible. It changes shape. If you put it in a round glass, it fits the glass. What do we call that? It's called flex. Flexible. It's also very patient, although it can be very powerful. Water is usually very patient. It'll just slowly go down the river. Do you know what resourceful means?
No.
It means that you have a lot of ways to get things done. You have a lot of tools in your tool belt. My tool belt is mainly in my hands. So how would we add flexibility, patience, and resourcefulness to Westy? We have to teach him, right?
Because he is only 4. And I am 7.
So how do you guys be patient? Now that you've had so many more years of practice, how do you be patient when you have to wait for something?
Sometimes we play games, and sometimes we be idiots.
So you find something else to do.
Until we can do what we want to do.
Do you hear that, West? So like sometimes you're like, I want that chocolate so much, and it seems overwhelming and unfair that you can't have it. Listen, tell him how to be patient. What do? You really want this, but Mom says no, and
you could.
What'd you just say?
Do something else. Get your mind off of it. Forget it for a while.
Look for another something that you want. Keep scanning for what you want. And then how about resourcefulness? What are things, let's say that you want this, your resource is to grab it.
And hide.
And run, and that upsets Gates or Amory. How do you give him a resource to get that?
He could ask, may I have it, please, for a few minutes? I'll give it back to you when you're done.
If you really want this, offer
strength, significance.
Or significance. And can you give an example of how you offer significance? How do you offer significance? Westy?
Sorry.
That's a great strategy, a good resource. Offering significance is, West, I would so appreciate and value you if you would let me have a turn with that pen. It would mean the world to me. So you're offering importance. Significance means you're important to me. You're valuable to me.
Oh,
okay?
Todd.
So can we try this?
Yes.
Help him understand patience. Give him the energy. And we'll be meeting his stress.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? He'll love us because we're going to make his life a little bit easier.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Why are we saying yes? Yes.
All right, pass over.